Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Cheryl and I'm here today to share with you this really cute birthday card I made. I loved how it turned out and it was a lot of fun. This card was inspired by the happy birthday emoji from my cell phone. I think that's super cute. To create this card, I used several silhouette images, starting off with that noisemaker, the Echo Park fish right there in the middle, the party hat, and the winky face set. So from those images, I started off with the fish, and really I just wanted the lips from the second top image on the left. Here I'm going to use the knife feature and just cut those lips out. And for whatever reason, I'm not sure why the overlay menus for the tools aren't showing up, but I know they're not, and I don't know how to fix it, so I'll work on it for next time. So now that I have those lips cut out, I'm creating my emoji. I'm going to start by making a circle. I'm going to size it down to something I think that would look good. And then next I'm going to size this square. And I like to do that. The square will be at the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 size. And it just kind of creates a template so I can get my sizing appropriate for when I cut it out. It will fit on the card perfectly. So I'm going to alter these lips. They're not exactly right yet. So I'm going to zoom in a couple of times and I'm going to edit the points on the lips. So I'm just going to take off the extra lip area there by deleting some of the end points. Now that I have it the shape that I like, it's just a cut line. I need something to cut out to have on the page. So I'm going to do the I can't even think of what it's called. Anyways, I'm creating like a shadow around the offset feature. That's it. So I've offset it to about 0.15, so it's not much. But it's perfect thinness or thickness for the card. So now I've imported the party hat. I've kind of scaled it a little bit, and instead of trying to fiddle with the rotation, I'm just going to mirror it. So I've created a second one. I'm going to delete that first one. I'm going to pull it over to the emoji. I'm going to tilt it a little bit just to kind of get it in the position where I think it would look good. And then I can have it more or less sized for how I want. So in come the winky face set. Really what I want from this set are those cute eyes. So this is where it differs a little bit from the emoji on my phone. The eyes were different and there's eyebrows, but it's just kind of a starting point. Then the last feature I'm going to cut is this noisemaker. So I'm going to use the shadow feature for the noisemaker as well. Just because it's a pretty thin looking cut, I thought having a background image will help highlight the detail of the cut. So I'm just going to rotate that, size it, and I'm going to put it into place for how I think this whole image should look. And so I think that about does it. I'm going to move my template out of the way. I'm going to ungroup the hat. They're going to be cut in different colors, and I'm going to arrange my mat based with the colors of everything. So I'm going to cut the hat out of a blue. I'm going to have a circle, which it will be yellow. I'm going to have pink for the noisemaker and the pom-pom, and gray for the shadow of the noisemaker. So here I like to go to the page feature. I like to turn off the transparencies, and then I can have my paper on my mat positioned perfectly so it'll be cut and with nothing to waste. And I'm going to send it to my silhouettes. So here everything is cut. I'm taking off all of the images, and that pink noisemaker did not cut out well at all. I wound up cutting it out 4 or 5 times, and it just would not cut. I fiddled with the end points. I did everything I could think of, and it just wouldn't work. So I, grabbed my scissors, and I just kind of trimmed it up to make it look best I could. I really wanted that noisemaker for this card. So I've grabbed my Long Fawn glue, and I've glued down the eyes, and here I've grabbed my Inky Dinky Doo chalk. and I'm just creating rosy cheeks on this emoji. So I started off with a color that was a little bit too dark, and then I just lightened up my my chalk choices. And now I'm going to kind of highlight the emoji itself. I've grabbed some fossilized amber distress ink, a picket fence blending brush, and I am just kind of giving a nice outline shadow to the emoji. As I was inking up, I've got some ink on the edge close to the eye, and that's what you saw me scraping, and then I used a mono eraser to try to fix it. I'm seemingly always having little marks on my cards, and so I love that mono eraser. It is perfect if you have similar issues. And I'm just finishing gluing everything down. So I've glued down the noisemaker, I've glued down the hat, and now I'm adding the little pom-pom. So I have my card base here at 4 1/4, and I'm folding it so it'll be 5 1/2, an A2 size card. I've grabbed my We Are Memory Keepers mini scoreboard there, and now I'm grabbing an Echo Park stencil. So first I'm going to ink up the base of the card with some Peacock Feathers Distress Ink. So once I've applied a light base, I'm going to overlay that stencil, and I'm just going to apply it so it kind of reaches the edges of the card, just so it's a little bit darker. Once I lifted up, I realized it wasn't dark enough, and I'm just trying to pick up some of that ink off of the mat, and I'm just going to darken up the stencil. So I think that looks pretty good. I've cleaned up my mat, and now I have some tailored expressions, simple strips a birthday stamp. I'm going to grab my Stamp Perfect. I've mounted the stamp set onto it, and I've grabbed some black paper. I'm just cutting down to about a 5 by 6 size, so it will fit into the Stamp Perfect. I'm going to grab my anti-static powder tool, and I'm going to just give a quick dusting of the black paper so that the stamps can be stamped with some Versa ink, and then heat emboss with some white embossing powder. Sorry. So once that's good and sticky, I have I believe that's Hero Arts white, and I'm just going to give a generous coating of the white embossing powder. Now that that's heat set, I'm going to grab my Fiskars paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut out the images that I would like for this card. So there's a couple of fun ones. I started off with Hey Birthday Girl. One I cut out was Sorry That You're Getting Old, and the next one is 1 Year Closer to Velcro Shoes. And I think those stamps are so funny. I love this stamp set. So I'm creating a little banner end, and I've decided not to buy the dies for this stamp set. I really thought about it, and I just thought it was a lot of money for what it was, and so this was kind of a test run with the paper trimmer, and it worked really well. So I just made some quick banner ends with my little scissors, and I've decided to go with Another Year Closer to Velcro Shoes. It's for a friend, and she's a couple years older, and it's just kind of fun to bug her that she is older than me. And so this stamp set was perfect. So now I've grabbed some foam squares for this emoji. I've decided to pop it up, give it a little dimension, and I'm going to adhere it down. And I'm going to grab my ATG gun tape, and I'm going to adhere it with some ATG tape. I have these cute embellishments. These little hearts I've gotten from the Michael's Dollar Bin many years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago at this point. And I'm just adding some of the little hearts around the card. I've decided to add 5. I started off thinking I was going to do 3, but I thought the black looked really nice with the black banners, so I would add a little bit more. And then I got this mix of confetti. It's heart-shaped, so cute. I got it 1 year for my birthday, and I've decided to add that too. They're just incandescent little hearts and big hearts. So I'm just kind of grabbing some out and using just a whole bunch, and I'm just applying it randomly around the card. So now I have the Nouveau glitter drops, and I'm just adding a ton of those just to give this card a whole lot of sparkle and shine. And this is the card for today. It was super quick and a lot of fun and really cute. I love how it turned out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and I'd love to hear your comments. Bye!